They've climbed the mountain once, but now there's a brand new summit waiting in the distance. What do you call it when the reigning Super Bowl champions gear up to do it all over again? Most fans would call it a repeat, but if you ask Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni, he wants no part of that word. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love the NFL, if you breathe midnight green, or just can't get enough of football stories like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another video. Now, let's dive into why Nick Sirianni doesn't want the Eagles talking about a repeat, and what that says about the fire burning inside Philly as the 2025 season approaches. Picture this, a round table of reporters in Philadelphia, all circling around the question that's on every fan's mind. Can the Eagles do it again? The cameras are rolling, the microphones are hot, and Nick Sirianni hears the word repeat. For a moment, he acknowledges it, but then he shuts it down. No, Sirianni insists, that word isn't part of the conversation. It won't be the slogan plastered across the Eagles' locker room walls. Why? Because for Sirianni, the 2025 season isn't about retracing last year's steps. It isn't about duplicating history. It's about climbing a brand new mountain. A mountain that's taller, rougher, and more unpredictable than anything the Eagles have faced before. You've got to be right there, Sirianni warns, or you're going to slip. And you know what? That's the mindset that separates champions from dynasties. It's easy to see why fans in Philly might want to celebrate the idea of a repeat. After all, under Sirianni, the Eagles have posted the best winning percentage of any coach in franchise history. 2 Super Bowl appearances in 3 seasons. A second Lombardi trophy shining in the case. That's a run most franchises can only dream of. But Sirianni refuses to get comfortable. His approach: respect the past, but live in the present. That philosophy doesn't come from nowhere. Sirianni is a student of greatness. He picks up the phone and calls other coaching legends for advice. Jay Wright, who turned Villanova basketball into a powerhouse. Dawn Staley, who built a women's basketball dynasty at South Carolina. And this year, none other than Nick Saban, the architect of Alabama's college football reign. Sirianni doesn't just ask about X's and O's. He asks about culture, about motivation, about what it takes to keep winning after you've already tasted the ultimate prize. Because the reality in the NFL is brutal. Winning once is hard. Winning again, even harder. Opponents circle your games on the calendar. Every rookie wants to make a name for themselves by stopping you. Every veteran wants revenge. And the margin for error shrinks to nothing. So for Sirianni, framing the 2025 campaign as a repeat would be a trap. It would imply that the path is the same, that last year's formula will magically work again. But in football, and in life, it rarely does. Instead, Sirianni talks about new trails, fresh footholds, and the need to adapt. Every year, every roster, every challenge is different. And it's that mindset, staying humble, staying hungry, that gives Philly its edge. Think about it. The Eagles' identity under Sirianni isn't just about flashy plays or headline-grabbing trades. It's about resilience. It's about fighting for every yard, every down, every moment. And you better believe the city of Philadelphia feels that. The fans in the Link don't just want style. They want substance. They've seen teams get complacent after success. They've watched potential dynasties crumble under the weight of expectations. Sirianni wants none of that. Instead, he's writing his own story. A story where it's not about chasing ghosts or living up to slogans. It's about building day by day, about respecting every opponent, every snap, about understanding that last year's success doesn't buy you a single win in September. And let's be real, the 2025 NFL season isn't going to give the Eagles any favors. The schedule is stacked. The targets on their backs are bigger than ever. Young stars want to prove themselves. Veterans want to spoil the champs parade. But here's the thing. If there's any coach who understands how to block out the noise and keep his team laser-focused, it's Nick Sirianni. He's already silenced doubters. Remember, when he first got hired, critics questioned if he was ready for the job. 3 years later, 2 Super Bowl trips, and a fan base that believes. But Sirianni knows better than to rest on reputation. His brand of leadership isn't loud or boastful. It's built on preparation, accountability, and relentless effort. And it's working. So, as the Eagles head into training camp and the preseason, don't expect to see t-shirts that say, "Repeat." Don't expect hype videos recycling last year's highlights. Instead, expect a team that's obsessed with the next challenge. A coach who's learned from legends, but writes his own playbook. And a city that's hungry, not just for more wins, but for a culture that lasts. Because true greatness in the NFL isn't about saying the right words in July. It's about doing the right work in January, February, and beyond. So what do you think, Eagles fans? Does Sirianni's approach give Philly the best shot at another Super Bowl? Will avoiding the word "repeat" help keep the fire burning all season long? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with every Eagles fan, or even that rival fan who loves to hate on Philly. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more stories from around the NFL. Fly, Eagles, fly.